Hey creators, in this Fusion tutorial, we are going to create 3 of the most popular and modern text animations, the kind you will often see in videos from YouTubers like Ali Abdaal and other top creators. Alright, let's jump right in. Let's start building this text animation on an adjustment clip. Drag an adjustment clip from the effects panel onto your timeline. Place it above your footage, then right-click it and select Open in Fusion. As usual, media in and media out nodes are already connected. Now bring in a text node and type your text. Style it however you like. Don't worry about making it perfect right now. Next, we will connect the text to our main pipeline. Add a merge node and just hover it over the line between the media in and media out. Finally, connect the text node to the green input of the merge node. Alright, let's animate our text. Select the text node and go to frame 0. Under the Layout tab, add a keyframe on the size value. Then under the Shading tab, bring the opacity down to 0 and keyframe that as well. Now move 2 frames forward, set opacity back to 1, and in the Layout tab, reduce the size slightly to about 0.9. Let's hit play. Looking good. Now let's add the out animation. So go to around frame 80. Under the Shading tab, add a keyframe on opacity. And under the Text tab, add one on tracking. Move about 3 frames forward, slightly increase the tracking, and then bring the opacity down to 0. Let's play it back. And there we go, a clean modern text animation. Before we move to the second one, let's save this as a drag and drop template so you can reuse it anytime. Go back to the edit page, select the adjustment clip, and in the inspector, click the file icon to rename it. Let's call it pop-up 1. Now, don't save it in your regular bins because those are project specific. Instead, save it into your power bins, which stay available across all projects. If you don't see your power bins yet, click the 3-dot menu in the media pool and choose Show Power Bins. Let's delete this clip from the timeline, grab a fresh adjustment clip from the effects panel, right-click it, choose Open in Fusion, and get ready to build our second text animation. Just like before, grab a text node, type in your text, and connect it. But this time, instead of manually adding a merge node, simply connect the output of the text node to the output of the media in node. And boom. Now go ahead and style your text. Choose your font, color, and size. Once you are happy with the look, let's move on and start animating it. With your text node selected, go to frame 0. Under the Layout tab, set the size to around 0.6 and add a keyframe. Then under the Shading tab, set the opacity to 0 and keyframe that as well. Now move 1 frame forward. Bring the opacity back to 1 and in the Layout tab, set size to 0.8. Move another frame forward and just add a keyframe on size. Now go 1 frame ahead again and increase the size to around 0.95. Then move 1 frame forward and bring the size back to its original value. 1 frame forward, size back to 0.95. And finally, 1 more frame forward and set size to 0.9. Hit play. Looking pretty good. Now let's create the out animation for this text. Say around frame 90. At that frame, under the Shading tab, add keyframes on these 3 controls: opacity, Y softness, and Y size. Now move 3 frames forward, increase the Y size slightly, push the Y softness all the way up, and bring the opacity down to 0. That's it. Let's hit play. Looks pretty good to me. Now head back to the edit page, rename this animation however you like. I will call it Pop-up 2 and save it into your power bins so it is ready to use anytime. Alright, let's move on to our final text animation. Instead of building everything from scratch, let's continue right from the last animation we made. Now we will just add a subtle floating motion to make it feel alive. So select your text node, press Shift plus space and add a camera shake node. In the inspector, set the X deviation to about 0.04, Y deviation a bit lower, around 0.02, and rotation deviation even smaller, about 0.01. Push randomness all the way up, keep overall strength to around 0.1, and set speed to roughly 0.02. That's it. Let's play it back. And boom, we have got a soft, subtle, and slightly random floating effect. It feels natural and adds a little bit of life to our text. Now go back to the edit page, rename this one pop up and float, and drag it into the power bin. Thanks for watching. If you learned something new, hit that like button and subscribe.